Hey guys, back with another cooking video. This is going to be my chicken enchilada shortcut recipe. So this is a good dish to make when you don't have a lot of time. It's also a great dish to prepare maybe early in the morning before you go to work or even the night before, and just assemble everything, and all you'd have to do is just pop it in the oven. So these are all the ingredients you would need to make this recipe. Again, this is a shortcut recipe. The reason why it's a shortcut recipe is because I'm taking a little help from the store, and I'm using the Old El Paso enchilada sauce that comes right in a can, which I think is delicious. But if you didn't want to use the one in a can, you can definitely make the homemade enchilada sauce as well. But this is, again, a shortcut recipe. So we just have the corn flour enchilada tortillas. We have some chicken breast, which I had portioned and froze out and thawed out. We have some sharp cheddar cheese. We have a little bit of Crisco vegetable oil, which I'm going to pan fry the chicken in. We have some Pam cooking spray to spray the baking dish before they go in the oven. Again, the enchilada sauce. And then we also have the Goya brand chipotle pepper in Adobe sauce. So again, this is everything you need to make this recipe, and I'll be back to show you guys the process. Okay, so we have put some little canola or vegetable oil in a frying pan, and I have salt and peppered the chicken breast, as you can see, and they are on side 2. So I'm just going to cook these until they are completely cooked all the way through, and then I will set them aside and let them cool to room temperature. Once they reach room temperature, I can shred them. In my other pot here, I have poured that entire can of enchilada sauce in a saucepan, and I just have them working, the sauce working on medium heat. I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to add my chipotle pepper. The chipotle peppers are spicy, so this is just a teaspoon, so I'm going to call that a heaping teaspoon. And I'm going to put 2 heaping teaspoons right into the enchilada sauce. If I can get 2 heaping teaspoons out. I want the actual peppers in there. And they just don't want to cooperate. There's another big pepper right in there. I'm actually going to do one more just because I don't feel like that had... Here's a good one. So the peppers are going right into the pot. So I'm just going to give this a little stir to get the chipotle pepper flavor all working in the enchilada sauce. And I'm just going to kind of let this pot hang out and do its thing, kind of come to a boil, and then I will reduce it. Again, I have the chicken working, and I'll be back with the next step for you. Okay guys, so the chicken is done, as you can see, and I let it rest for about 5 minutes until it's just not hot anymore, you know, piping hot. And I've already shredded one breast. I just took just 2 forks and kind of worked it into shreds. I'll probably shred it a little bit more, and I'm going to go ahead and work on the next one, and I will show you the next step. Okay guys, so I have my chicken, which is all shredded here. One thing I wanted to note, you definitely can boil the chicken breast if you don't want to go through all the pan frying and all that. Boiling is probably, you know, a little bit easier, but I just prefer to pan fry them. So now for assembly, I have my 13x9 baking dish all greased with cooking spray, and I'm just going to take my first tortilla like this, and I'm just going to put the chicken right kind of in the center. I'm going to top it with some cheese, some sharp cheddar. I have my sauce that I brought to a boil, and I'm just going to spoon a little bit of the sauce. Not a crazy amount because we are going to top these with sauce. Just right over like that, and I'm just going to roll it, and then I'm going to put it seam side down in the enchilada pan. So the seam side is, you know, it doesn't open up. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep assembling and rolling, and I will show you what it looks like when they are ready to go into the oven. Okay guys, so I have them all assembled. I rolled 5 large enchiladas, If you had more people to feed, obviously it's just me, my husband, and my son. My son probably won't even eat these. They're a little spicy. So yeah, I made 5 large ones. And again, if you are serving more people, you can obviously make, you know, smaller portions. So I have them in the grease pan, and I'm just going to take my enchilada sauce and just spoon it over it. I like a lot of enchilada sauce. Some people just like sort of it drizzled, but I like a lot. So I am going to coat them pretty well. And make sure they're all nice and coated. Like that. Again, there is sauce inside too. And then I'm just going to take my sharp shredded cheese, my cheddar cheese, and I'm just going to sprinkle it all over the top, like that. So here's what it looks like before it goes in the oven. Now I'm just going to cover it with aluminum foil. I'm going to poke a couple holes in the aluminum just so it can vent and steam a little bit, and I will bake it for about 30 minutes on 400 degrees and let them rest for just a minute, and they are done. So I hope this inspires you to make some easy enchiladas. You can use ground beef if you don't have chicken or if you don't like chicken. And sometimes I've seen people top these with like red onion or cilantro or fresh parsley or even like green onion or scallion. If I had you know, any of that stuff in the house right now, I would do that. I don't. I'm just working with what I had on hand without having to go to the market. So hope this is a good idea for you guys, for, you know, those who have busy families. I feel like a lot of kids would like these. My son's just too young. He's only 2. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, so here is the enchiladas fresh out of the oven. They are still sizzling just around the edges, so I'm going to just let them cool down for just a little while, and then I'm going to dig in. So again, I hope this all inspires you to give them a try, and even if you make your own variation of them, they're super delicious, and I hope you all have a great night.